Tokyo is considered one of the world's most expensive cities, and I want to show you how much it actually costs to live here, so join me for one day of spending here in Tokyo. In the morning, I hit my budget gym. It is literally the cheapest it gets at 3,000 yen per month, and headed back home to prepare my breakfast, which is just some local bread from a bakery with some cream cheese and a coffee. Not super cheap, but not super expensive either. I had plans, so I got ready to go out and take the train. Usually the trains aren't too expensive here, depends where you're going, but this is only about 40 minutes for me, so it's about $2 to $3 one way. Often come to a family mart or a convenience store to pick up a drink while I'm out because there's not a lot of places to refill, so I'll probably get a hot one because it's a little chilly, and my go-tos are usually hojicha, but I saw a genmaicha, so I think I'll grab that today, and that's about 130 yen, so about $1. Often on the go I'll also get cheese or a snack as breakfast or lunch in between, but today I ate at home, so I'm all good. Getting these hot drinks from the convenience store is kind of like a comfort thing for me. I love doing it. There's something about it and I can't do it back home, so as long as I'm living in Japan, I'm going to keep buying these. I love that Japan has so many teas, they're so healthy. These also double up as like a hand warmer in the really cold seasons because you can buy hand warmers separately. This is like a 2-in-1. On my way to my physio appointment, and it's a bit of a travel for me to get out here, so that costs money as well as time. The appointment itself is quite pricey, so let's go spend a lot of money to get healthy. Just finished my physio session and this is what it looks like. It's a very modern one. Some of the Japanese places aren't as nice, but it's a really good environment and all English friendly. Was headed to a cafe and spotted an Onigiri Shop on my way, and it's super affordable. It's only about 200 yen for a freshly made onigiri, so I've ordered my favorite, plain salted rice ball. Literally nothing inside, just how I like it, and they're making it fresh on the spot, so I'm very excited. This place just opened and it's brand new. Here's my beautiful salted onigiri ball, and it's still fresh and hot. I've never had an onigiri where it's actually warm. So, itadakimasu. This might be one of the best onigiri I've ever had. Like, the rice is just the perfect consistency. It's fluffy, but it's still firm, and it's well salted. And just the fact that it's warm, I hate cold onigiri, but this is amazing. I love this so much. I love that it's fresh. This is so rare. Usually you get onigiri from the convenience store, about the same price actually, and they're cold and they've already been like produced in a factory, so 180 yen for this is pretty reasonable. I love this because it's on the go, so low-key tempted to get another one, but I think I'll try and find something else to eat, but pretty happy so far, so let's keep going. Woo. Taking a walk through some neighborhood streets I've never had the chance to walk through before, and I came across a really interestingly designed house. Like, look at that shape. It looks so tight and narrow. Japanese architecture is amazing. Some of the household buildings are just like so small. That's why I like taking a walk down these smaller streets, because you'll see some really interesting things. I also saw a car with like a really creepy doll inside it, but I ran away fast from that. The cafe I wanted to check out had a line, so I registered my name, and it's about a 30-minute wait, surprisingly, even for one person. And there's a shrine right nearby, so I figured why not do some praying. It's only gonna cost me 0 yen as well. Actually, 5 yen. A lot of stairs here, so getting in some free exercise as well. It's quite quiet. This is really nice. It's a little hidden shrine in the neighborhoods of Ebisu. Definitely a local spot. I love that Japanese shrines here are not like a big deal. People just come here in their daily life, literally to just come and pray quickly. And this particular shrine seems to be like a commuter's path, so there are people entering from one side and going through the other and not even stopping. So it's just a track that they're going through to probably catch a train or go to work or something. The guy right after me who prayed was literally in and out within seconds, and you don't even always have to throw money. He didn't throw any money, so nice part of daily life here. which I don't get to do very often. I think I'd come to a shrine like probably once a month and maybe pray. By the way, I threw in 10 yen. You're supposed to throw in 5, but I didn't have a 5 yen coin, so 10 is still okay as well. The most I think I've ever thrown in is a 50 yen, if that. Yeah, you definitely wouldn't throw in 100 yen, but if you have, let me know. I'm very curious. 5 is the one to go with. One other thing I found really interesting is there's literally a house right next to the shrine. I guess it's part of the shrine, and I saw a young boy leave, so he was running off somewhere. But people literally live inside shrines here in Japan, and a lot of them can be associated with the shrine, but I'm not sure if this particular house is. It's kind of cool though. Imagine being like, yeah, my home is at this shrine. You definitely wouldn't have an excuse if you weren't praying every day or every other day. Still had a bit of time to kill till my number was called, so I just sat down and relaxed for a bit. Come to a local cafe called Woodberry Coffee for lunch as well as coffee, and it's a space where I can do some work. Turns out they didn't have Wi-Fi, so I will have to tether, but it's a bit of a pricier cafe. It's not going to be super cheap, but I feel like I need to feel motivated to work today. It's the beginning of the week, so. I'm the type of person who likes working at cafes, but not all the time, so I'll probably go like once a week or once every 2 weeks, because I prefer to work at home. It's like easy to just concentrate. And cafes here aren't that cheap. Like, you're going to be paying 600 to 700 yen for a coffee, so it's a lot more than Sydney, which is like $3-4. Specialty coffee in Tokyo can be really pricey because they're really proud about the way they make their coffee, and anything that is healthy or vegan friendly, you're also going to be paying a lot. But sometimes it's a special treat, and I thought, why not? I'm out here in Shibuya, so it was actually delicious. Highly recommend. The coffee here is so good. Oh my goodness. It's so smooth. At home, I've been making coffee with my machine as I did this morning, but I can't get the milk to froth and steam well. So this is my inspiration and my goals. I've actually bought the beans from here before, but now I'm buying beans from another place. Solid work sesh. Now it's time to grab groceries for dinner. Have to try not to buy too much because I'm going to carry it all the way home. Tonight will be a soup because it's chilly. Time to hit up the supermarket and do some dinner shopping. Depending on the supermarket you go to, the prices vary a lot, but I swear every one that I go to is just as expensive. I've never made pumpkin soup before, and for like a little size like this, it's about 160 yen, so I don't know how many I should pick up. All the recipes I read online are like one entire pumpkin, and I'm like, I don't know how much that is. Oh my god, someone's sneezing. It is the chilly time here, so people are getting sick. Maybe I'll just get 4 of these, which is not that cheap. That's like already 800 yen. As it is in the rest of the world, it's really important to buy food seasonally because the prices change so much, especially in Japan. Tomatoes are just unaffordable now. They're like 600, 500 yen for just like a small punnet. So things in season right now are like sweet potatoes, kaki, mikan. I don't know what else is an autumn food. I feel like Australia doesn't really have autumn culture, so I'm just kind of learning as I go. Next, I've got to get some cream. I usually don't put cream in my soups, but I feel like I do want a warm, creamy pumpkin soup this time. And cream is going to be extremely expensive because dairy products are ridiculously priced in Japan. So let's see how this goes. I'm expecting like 400 yen for a tiny little bit of cream. Cream. This time of year, it's really popular to make nabe, and I'm seeing a lot of these like ready-made packs where you just chuck in all the ingredients in the pot and then you add the nabe packet, which is like one of these. And I definitely want to make these because they're really time friendly, they're really cheap. They're not my favorite, but they taste alright and they're kind of balanced. Except the soup is kind of high in sodium, but they're pretty cheap as well because you can keep the broth and the leftovers for the next day for lunch or dinner. My favorite section in all the supermarkets here is this like discounted area, and I picked up an avocado oil as well as this German dressing. So that was a good find. They were really reduced. Another vending machine drink for the train ride home. Cooking in Japan is always hit or miss. It can either cost more or less, but I like that I know that it's always fresh ingredients and considerably healthy when I make it myself. Just finished making a pumpkin soup. This is my first time ever making it, and it's a spiced pumpkin soup. So it's got like curry and all these nice aromatic flavors, and I'm ready to dig in. That's pretty good. I know how to make a soup. If anything, it's a little bit too spicy. I want to make a classic one without the spice next time, but this is also a great alternative. I personally feel when I cook in Japan, it's not necessarily cheaper. I'm either paying the same amount or sometimes more, which is crazy because you'd think you'd be cooking to save money, but honestly, this soup was over 1,000 yen. Yeah, so sometimes eating out at a budget restaurant like Gyudon or like Yayuken or any of these like kind of family restaurants, sometimes I don't cook for the budget reasons. It's mainly just because I prefer to cook at home. I am watching Netflix, so I suppose you can say that's about 1,000 yen a month, and I'm into Spy Family. Every Sunday it comes out here, and I'm always looking forward to watching it. I also wanted to show you guys these snacks I bought at the convenience store today. These cost 250 yen. They're like Anya peanut caramel. It's literally in the shape of a peanut. I'm kind of a sucker for those limited edition convenience store collabs. It's like caramel on the outside and then like peanut in the middle. Not too bad actually. By the way, I want to show you guys my shoji, which I just got. It looks great. Check it out. I can see the holes and I'm gonna make more. Now you might be wondering why I do that. I am going to reform it and have it in my bedroom so it kind of hides all this mess behind here that I'm not going to show anyone, and I don't want to see it either. And it's also going to be a cool backdrop so when I film I have it. I also got this for free recently because someone was going to throw it out and I was like, I'll take it, because I tried to DIY and that failed miserably and I wasted money. So anyway, so that was my day in Tokyo. I spent more than usual because I had physio as well as going to a fancy cafe. Let me know what you think and if I should continue this series, because I had a lot of fun and it's important for me to look back at how much I spent so I don't keep track of it. Oops. Alright, bye guys.